The ability to copy files from the command line sounds very simple, and it really is, and it's a common task in any user's or administrator's life. However, it's somewhat complicated, and you will see questions about this all over the internet if you go out there and Google it. But with the DOS copy commands, there are 3 different command line copy commands that you need to be familiar with for this A+ exam. There is just plain old vanilla copy, then there's Xcopy, and then robocopy. The copy command is designed for very simple copy operations to copy single or multiple files, but it only works in one folder at a time. Now, the copy command has been around since the earliest MS-DOS days, and it's very popular. As a result, not a lot of people go much farther than copy, and they really do a lot more work than they need to. Xcopy copies files as well as folders and subfolder structures. It offers a lot more switches and a lot more options, and it's well worth investing 10-15 minutes going out, looking at some documentation on Xcopy and playing with it. But for the purposes of the A+ exam at this point, you don't really have to go into a whole lot of detail. Just know that with Xcopy, you can copy the folder and subfolder or the directory structure along with files. That's really cool. Then there's robocopy. Now that stands for Robust File Copy. Windows NT 4.0 Resource Kit included this as a tool. Then it was added as a standard Windows feature and included in Vista and Server 2008. And it's really seeing a resurgence in utilization and people just digging into what all it can do. It is, by the way, the replacement for Xcopy. So Xcopy will eventually go away. And robocopy offers even more switches and options. For example, it can tolerate a network interruption and then resume copying. It can also skip files that are in the destination folder that have the same size and timestamp as the one coming from the original folder. And there's a lot more features that this thing will do. So copy is simple, single folder only. Xcopy will copy folders, files. Robocopy offers a lot more bells and whistles, and it's even more robust than Xcopy. Let's jump out to the command prompt, and I just want to show you, if I go to my E drive and do a directory here, and you may not have this data, just find some data anywhere on your disk. Make sure it's not data that you're afraid of losing or tampering with. For example, I can copy this customers.txt file. So I'm going to copy customers.txt, and I'm going to copy it to E, and I'm going to do a backslash, and I'm going to put it into the previous data folder, and I'm going to call it customers2.txt when it gets there. Notice it tells me one file was copied. When I do a directory, I don't see anything, and so I will change it to previous data. And if I do a directory there, now you see my customers2 file is there. So I copied it that easily. You can go play with these a little bit if you would like. It's certainly not going to hurt anything, but just make sure that you understand the difference between these 3 copy commands, and you will be just fine for figuring out the answers that you're going to see on the A+ exam.